Hello, namaste everyone. I hope you guys are doing great. So today the topic is the planet Sun. So we have completed all the 12 houses. Now let's come to the planets. And the first one would be the Sun, right? Before that, if you guys are new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon. For your personal readings, you can check out the link in the description box, www.anmollastrology.com. Under the readings and unique reading section, you can book a personal reading for yourself. Under the courses section, you can purchase an online course for yourself. Or you can even ask me for if I am available for one-on-one sessions as well, because I'm currently taking them. So, about the sun, Surya. What is sun about and what do we study through sun in astrology? That is what we are going to understand today. We would understand what sun is about, which house it rules, why it rules that house, in which house it is exalted, in which house or zodiac sign it is debilitated, and why. That's what we are going to learn. We are going to learn all about sun, right? In a short way. So sun is the king of astrology. Sun is considered as the king, the emperor, the ruler, anything you can call it. So sun would actually tell us that what is our sole purpose in life. First house also tells us our life purpose, soul purpose, but sun will tell that which house basically governs our soul. Which house has the ability to impact our personality? Is our personality secretive with sun in the 8th house? Are we interested into occult and secrets, but projecting a very practical image of our beliefs? That is sun in the 8th house. Sun in the 1st house. Am I an attention seeker? Am I a person who desires people to respect me, to see me in a very proud manner, in a very respectable manner? Or do I want to outshine out there? That is sun in the 1st house. Am I the person who wants to lead a team, who wants to act dependable, who wants to be a philanthropist and also a person who is responsible for innovations and changes? That's sun in the 10th house and 11th house. So sun basically tells us how do we project our personality and how people are going to see our personality. The zodiac sign of sun, the sun's presence, placement in whatsoever house is going to decide that. Sun, wherever it goes, it illuminates that house, and also it has 7th aspect. It has only one aspect, which is the 7th aspect. So wherever sun sits and wherever sun aspects, that is what is going to receive illumination, what is going to receive the light. For example, I have gone into a cave full of diamonds, jewelries, the khazana and whatnot. I went there and I have started on a fire, a lamp, or a torch. That is sun. So that house is cave, and the light I have in my hand is sun. I illuminated that light, that lamp, or whatsoever it was. I enlightened it, and I saw that now I can see all the gold. I can see all the jewelry. Now I can use it for my betterment. I can be rich from it. That's what sun is about. It will show your abilities, your creative self-expression. It will show what is the hidden treasure within you. That's what is the sun's placement. But since as the solar system is, sun is the planet which illuminates, which has the highest heat, which can even burn you out. Sun's presence at a very, very close degree to the cusp. What do I mean by cusp? For example, if I am born at 6 degrees of Aries ascendant and I have Sun in my 10th house, right, in Capricorn, at 6 degrees or 7 degrees, 8 degrees, 9 degrees, 10 degrees, or I have it at 4 degree, 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree. That means this can burn out my 10th house. This can make me very, very aggressive, very controlling. So, sun's presence at a very, see, why do we call a planet to be combust? When it is very closer to the sun, when it is very closer in degrees to the sun. Similarly, when a cusp or the degree of the house is very close to the sun, then also that house burns up. It is going to show its abilities, it is going to show its traits, but also burn you out somewhere in some of the factors. It is also going to burn you out there. So if sun is at a very good degrees or a very good subtle distance with the ascendant or a planet in the 10th house, suppose in the sign of Capricorn, that means you are dependable, you project a good image out there, you are authoritative, but authoritative in a way where you are benefiting everyone and benefiting yourself as well. You're truthful, you are blunt, but in a good manner so as to improve someone. You're a good person overall. But if it combusts that house, it comes closer to the degrees of that house, that means it can make you overly authoritative, where you will feel that my word is the final word. I must be respected. It's not that you're earning your respect, but you're demanding that respect. That's the difference of sun's presence in your chart. Sun rules the natural 5th house or the sign of Leo. So wherever Leo goes, that is the area which Sun rules. Sun is exalted in the sign of Aries in the 1st house. Sun is debilitated in the sign of Libra in the 7th house, where Saturn is exalted, its enemy. Right? And Sun has its directional strength in the 10th house, because that's when we have the afternoon, when Sun is right above us, has the most light, most power. That is Sun in the 10th house. So Sun as the ruler of the 5th house or the sign of Leo. Sun's association with the sign of Leo is very much actually depicted in the symbol of Leo, as in it is the lion. It is the real, royal, regal personality that rules the jungle, that rules the territory, and wants the limelight, wants the attention, is extremely creative and rather extremely artistic, appreciates beauty, arts, and creation. Highly knowledgeable, highly dependable. That's what its association with the 5th house brings. That is the reason. See, 5th house is also about children. It's about education. That's why your sun is going to decide what you're going to educate yourself with. So see your sun's placement. See in which zodiac sign sun is. Career is something else. You might get educated in something, but then land up in another career. But what education and what is the quality of education that you receive? That is what your sun is going to tell you. Sun is going to, whenever sun gets activated, that's the best time to plan a child, or naturally the childbirth happens whenever the sun has its association or activation in your chart, because it naturally activates the 5th house. It naturally represents the 5th house. 5th house is your confidence, just like sun represents the confidence, the prestige, the fame. Right? So sun exalted in the sign of Aries. Why it is exalted in the sign of Aries? Because sun is a leader. Sun wants you to listen and him to speak or give or be the command, give you the command. be the leader. In the sign of Aries, the house of leadership, Sun loves to be the leader. And sun rises from the east direction. And if you would know, the first house is the east direction, the 10th house is the south, 7th house the west, and the 4th house the north. So sun rises in the east. That's why it is exalted in the first house. Sun is debilitated in the 7th house because that's where it sets down. So in Aries, it feels confident. It feels that confidence to present its quality and to give an expressionable, impact on the other people. So the confidence is there, the presence, the attention is there. It is able to act as the sun. It is able to act as the leader. It's able to get that respect from the others in the sign of Aries. What kind of ruler will you feel respected towards? Like, for example, if you want your prime minister or your president, right? What kind of leader would you want? You would want a leader who should act upon what is right and should act quickly. Would you like a leader who thinks a lot, who thinks so much that their actions get delayed? Would you like a leader who will not act upon where it is required? No, not at all. That's why when sun is present in the sign of Aries, it becomes a leader who knows where it should act upon, when and how it needs to get itself in your good books, how it needs to project its leadership roles, how it needs to be dependable, how its citizen can think about him that yes, this is a person I can go to whenever I'm in a problem. That's where you want a problem solver. That is sun exalted. Now, for example, if sun goes debilitated, why it goes debilitated in the sign of Libra or in the 10th house? 10th house is the house of negotiations, adjustments, where you have to build and bind by the contracts, where now you are kept as a leader, you have to go out there and live between your citizens, live with them. That is what sun doesn't feel comfortable doing. So whenever sun is, see, do not ever take debilitation and exaltation as just extreme positive or extreme negative. Do not take it like that. Just try to understand the element. When sun is debilitated, now this leader is forced to act as a negotiator, to act as a person who adjusts, who binds by the contracts, who cannot or can no longer be an individual, just be into individuality. Now it's like that you're bounding or you're just tying down that sun, that leader, into a contract where it cannot go beyond that contract, or it has to work upon according to what is decided, what rules are laid down. So here sun loses its confidence, because the confidence, how it came in with the attention, it came in with that pride and ego. Now that ego and pride is going into the 7th house, in the house which is all about relationships. Now ego is going there, now aggression is going there, now reactions are going there, your confidence is being dependent on the other people, right? So that's the reason sun is debilitated in the 7th house or in the sign of Libra. So that's two sides of the same planet, sun. Sun represents the professions, like everything related to the government, government, politics, politicians, uh, any role you can think of, which would either give you like, political sciences, politics, media, artistic elements like music, creator, right? Sun is basically illumination of the qualities that you already have within you. So all the sun is also entrepreneur. Whenever I see sun in the 10th house, I know this person, or sun in the first house, or sun as even your queen number as per numerology, I know that this person would feel comfortable only if they are either into entrepreneurship, or they are given the freedom to act in their firm by being a person as at the highest rank. Sun's Mahadasha is for 7 years. And in that Mahadasha, most probably you would want to be a person who wants the promotion, who wants to reach on the top. Because Sun is the brightest star. It wants to shine and sometimes outshine. So Sun, wherever it is, it can bring about ego and ego conflicts. But where it aspects, that is a very settled and subtle ego that is presented there. Why? Because just imagine there's a fire going on. I am at a in the winter season, in so like cool season, cold. I'm just standing at a subtle distance from that fire. I'm going to feel so warm. I'm going to feel so happy. I'm going to feel, oh my God, that is lovely. I'm feeling the warmth. This is, so amazing. But what if I start taking steps towards that fire? I'm going to come very close to it. I'm going to feel the burns over my skin. That is going to get comfortable. The same fire that gave me the warmth is now going to burn me out. That is the effect of sun. So at a subtle distance, or with the 7th aspect, it will give me that warmth. It will project its qualities in a subtle manner. But where the sun is, it might burn out after a certain percentage, or after a certain time, or a certain degree. Another thing, now this is one of the secrets I will give you. Sun, third from the sun, is where your confidence lacks, and you try to build an effort to find your self-confidence and self-esteem, third from the sun. And you find your respect, your recognition, your luck, your fortune with your abilities, ninth place from the sun, 9 places away from wherever your sun is. Go and check it. You will see that what I'm talking, that makes sense to you. Okay, so third from sun, always there's efforts required to build your self-esteem, to build your dependency, and there's your creativity required in that house, third from sun. And wherever 9th from sun is, that requires that is naturally where you get your respect from, where you get your fortune from. Okay, guys, so this was my analysis about sun. The next video will be on moon. So we'll see you next time. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.